Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to some part of the world. Today we have gathered here to talk about the upcoming Champions League match between FC Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. Uh, the Champions League quarterfinal match, one of the biggest matches are coming up next week, along with the other three matches. So before we start, I just would like to remind the audience to kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel and also the other channel of the FIIOB, managed the FIIOB football team, which is going to post an interest. So we're going to start with on. We're going to talk about PSG and how PSG might approach this match. So what I've seen from last matches, especially in the Champions League, what Pochettino approached the matches in a very pragmatic manner, right? So we saw that he's adopted completely the attacking uh, strategy in the first leg against Barcelona, and then he went a relatively defensive uh, tactic in the second leg at home. So how do you think he might approach the first leg in this match, especially since it's over?
I think PSG will approach with the same approach as attacking approach as they did versus Barcelona because Pochettino, this guy, he goes all out. He's not a he's not a type of pitchell manager, a tactician master class. He just the attacking display of football. He likes that play. Even without Verratti is missing, I think he's going to still PSG going to get something out of it. Like he tries to play his best. Um, But I think with Verratti missing in the midfield, it is going to be difficult for PSG. He will probably start Danilo and go in the midfield. I don't know. I mean, I don't get why this guy. I mean, why Pochettino doesn't start Rafinha. We have got a creative midfield. Rafinha is a creative midfielder. Idrissa Gueye and Danilo Pereira are not creative. They are CD and defensive midfielder. So there is no midfielder to create in the midfield. So because of that, we are going to have some problems. But I think he will figure it out. I really want him to start Rafinha because he's a creative midfield, but he haven't started much under his radar in this season. That's the point.
Right, I agree. I mean, especially Verratti out, which will come back later. He might start Rafinha. He might want to start Rafinha as creative number 10. All right, so now we'll go to Suprodip for the thing. Uh, And we've seen Hansi Flick with last year, since 1 year. And we've seen that he's a very attacking manager. He likes to attack most. He doesn't like defending much. And his team's defense is also very shaky in a way. Um, so, how do you think he would? I know it's kind of redundant to ask, but still, how do you think he might approach the match?
Actually, the recent international break, Yogi Low has kind of exhausted both central midfielders and the winger pairs. So we played pretty much conservative against Leipzig in the weekend, and I think so we'll be a bit cautious once again when we play PSG midweek because for first of all, we're missing out on Lewandowski, so he's like our top scorer. And then beyond Kimmich and Goretzka, we don't have much suitable midfield replacements also because Tolisso is injured and Javi Martinez is more defensive than offensive. And Mark Roca actually is still settling in. So I don't think so. Like Dick will at all be risking anything regarding him in such a key fixture. So we need to utilize the energy levels of Kimmich and Goretzka judiciously. So for that, I think so we might not see that aggressive an approach that we've seen in the past. We might adapt according to the situations.
Right. I mean,
In the week next happened in the first half, it was like 50 between Bayern Leipzig, and after we took the lead in the second half, actually we were just down to defending. Like it's very unlike Hansi Flick, but we're ready. So don't. I'm expecting a defensive approach second week.
right. Understand. Perfect. Now coming to players available and not available for the match. Uh, Bayern doesn't have the talisman of Robert Lewandowski, the most dangerous player in the world right now. And I think they're going to start it Eric Maxim Choupo thing. And I think Owen as a PSG fan would know what kind of player he is. I mean, he's not the kind of player who can fill in the boots of Robert Lewandowski, right? But the thing in Bayern Munich is has players who can step up whenever they're needed. I mean, Kimmich has the habit of popping out of nowhere and scored and assist goals. I mean, and as Muller said, like, even if you don't have Robert Lewandowski, you have Lewin Skoretzka. So, how do you think, Shubham, that this might pan out the entire thing? You don't have that Lewandowski, but do you think other players like you have very dangerous wingers in Sane and Gnabry? Do you think they and along with the midfielders might also step up and fill up the ups?
And like in this season Champions League, like Bayern have scored a lot of goals and they've actually come from all over the places. So I think so Lewandowski has 5 goals or something till the round of 16. So I mean that's nowhere near the highest goal scorer tally in the Champions League. So I think so as a team collectively we have to step up and this is like Champions League quarterfinals, so like we cannot make the excuse. I know one player, it's a very key player that's missing, but we have to go out there and fight for the
Right, right. Absolutely perfect. And coming to on now, we have Verratti is again injured for a crucial Champions League match, a thing that we have seen for so many years now. And along with that, Kurzawa is also not available. Um, but for Bayern, we have seen that other players can step up when needed. But we haven't seen the same from PH when Verratti is not. But he's probably the most important cog in the machine for the team. And when he doesn't play well or not available, the entire team kind of goes out of form and or collapses. Something like what we saw last night, right, against Lille, a crucial match. So, what do you think might happen in such a scenario when Verratti is not available and others are not being able to step up in his absence?
Yeah, I think the two center defensive midfielders and Neymar will have a huge responsibility on their shoulders. Uh, Neymar should, will have to drop deep in the midfield to create the chances because we have no specific creator in the midfield. I saw the match against Lille without Verratti missing. It is too much to ask for. The creativity is not there, I think. So at the left back position, we have got Kurzawa is suspended, which is I think positive for us because Diallo is much of a technical and physical player than as Kurzawa is. So I think it will be we're going to have some troubles. Kimmich and Goretzka versus Gay versus Danilo. There's no match. So what can I say?
Right, I understand. I mean, I'm talking to PSG fans and they're like too sad to even think about
Yeah.
anything because Verratti is having his annual injury spell. But if we compare both the teams based on their attack, they are very
Yeah.
comparable. You have Neymar Jr. and Mbappe. We know how good they are, how good they can be. But if we compare the defense, I think Bayern's and Suprodip would agree the Bayern defense is not that good, especially Alaba as a centre back along with Boateng and Davis on one
definitely.
side.
Our defense is worst off.
Yeah, it is actually one of the worst in
Definitely.
Europe for all the top teams. So, do you think Pochettino might want to exploit that and get some crucial away goals, maybe one or two away goals, like the way he exploited Barcelona's very weak defense?
Yeah, with the team we have, I can't really expect, a victory. I mean, victory would be a miracle for us. If we can get we can get a 1-1 draw or a 2-2 draw, it will be a huge positive for us. So I think he will push forward. Pochettino is going to push some, play attacking football. So draw would be okay. I mean, if victory to find out victory would be difficult, very very difficult because the quality Bain have attacking front, and we have been missing the all right back Florenzi. He will probably return from the game, but he's having some injury problems, and the this international break, it ruined the tempo for PSG. Before that, I saw the Lyon game. PSG were victorious 4-2, but they were after the international break. It just break the tempo. The tempo was broken. PSG were all over the place versus Lille. So PSG just needed to regather the confidence again, but draw is too much to ask for. Victory is too much to ask for.
Right? So I like going on a more pragmatic approach and expecting a draw with crucial away goals. And going to put you said that Flick might adopt that very pragmatic approach, like the way he approached the match. But do you think somewhere he might want to end the match in the very first leg itself and then concentrate on like giving it time off these players, like the way he did against Lazio? Match is over in the first leg itself. I mean, I know it's PSG, it's not Lazio, but do you think he might want to outscore his opponents like he usually do? Usually does.
Obviously, like the aim is to outscore top. So I'll leave it on to Flick how he'll figure out and what will be implemented on the pitch. But like if I'm to like comment on based on Bayern's last two games, like we went 10 men down against Stuttgart and again the Leipzig fixture. So if you want to be defensive, you can be defensive. That is what are my observations. So um, the rest, I don't know the fitness levels of the players and everything. So there are lots of parameters in and out consent. So they will take mind what to do.
If one thing, if we learned from last year's final, is that when two very attacking teams clashes, there's not much goals. We expected a goal fest, like 5, 6, 7 goals between the two teams, but it ended 1-0 with a crucial goal from a PSG youth product, right? Kingsley Coman. So football is unpredictable, of course. We might never know what happens. So yeah, I mean, Bayern has a goal in their head that they want to match Real Madrid's record of winning back-to-back Champions League, and PSG might have revenge on their mind to avenge what happened in last year's final. They were so close to winning, but then Neuer happened. When Neuer happens, no one can stop that. But before ending the podcast, we would like to mention two players, very important players who often go under the radar because we tend to talk about attacking players and outfield players. Manuel Neuer and Keylor Navas. I mean, you can never forget these two players. When Keylor Navas turns on a complete different mode when it's CL9. He's amazing.
Mode came Navas is something different, something else. I've seen that so many times in the past, and
I mean, UCL Keylor Navas is something else completely. And again, Manuel Neuer. What can I say about that? He's a good keeper. He's a good. So, before ending, I like to have some prediction about the first leg. Suprodip.
I think a 2-2 draw would be okay.
If you draw,
we're not leaving the field without conceding. So, I think so. It will be 2-1 in favor of Bayern.
2-1. So both are going for a very conservative estimate.
Thing is like when two attacking teams meet, everyone tries to be a bit tactical, and actually at the end of the day, you don't get to see much goals unless one is getting ripped apart. But other than that, it doesn't happen usually.
Right. Absolutely. That's the perfect analysis. I like how the way both are like kind of optimistic about the match. Very nice, amazing attitude. Very nice talking to both of you, and we'll see what happens in the match. We're hoping for a firecracker of a match coming. Thank you both of you for joining us here today. We'll meet again soon.
Welcome.
Bye.
My pleasure. Thank you for agreeing to join. See you later.